We welcome you to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for race number 7 of 10 here on NASCAR MISCRAFT Cup Series Season number 8. It's the first time we've been back to the Indy Oval for a few seasons now. We got the next-gen race cars, 30 of them, getting ready to take on this 2.5-mile monster. Open since 1909, a lot of IndyCar open-wheel racing here at this racetrack. And now we got the stock cars, the big, heavy stock cars on the racetrack now, getting ready to come down to the end of their championship season. We've had 7 different, unique drivers become champions in this series. Could this year be the time we get the first duplicate winner? Well, we'll have to take a look at that. Well, first, let's take a look at some of the stories here today at Indianapolis. We got Harrison Burton starting on pole. It's his first ever pole, and it's just his 3rd MISCRAFT Cup Series start. We'll see what that youngster can do here today at this racetrack. But a little bit further down the top 10 running order is Kevin Harvick and the number 4 Busch Light Machine. He won the last race out of the Holiday Special in Blizzard Town. We'll see if he can go back-to-back here today. He's got a pretty decent starting spot. He'll be able to get himself up there. But taking a look further back in the field, at the tail end of the field, as a matter of fact, got a couple of Chevy drivers that are starting at the field, at the end of the field, Daniel Suarez and Eric Jones, because they failed pre-race inspection. So we'll see what those two can do here today. Let's go take a look at your starting lineup here in Indianapolis. We got Harrison Burton and Kyle Busch on the front row. They have Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher. They have Hendrick teammates William Byron and Chase Elliott. Behind them is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kevin Harvick. Rounding out the top 10 is a couple of Toyotas, Kurt Busch and Denny Hamlin. They have Martin Truex Jr. and Ross Chastain. Behind them is Ryan Blaney and Alex Bowman. And then you're going to have the 22 of Joey Logano and the 6 of Brad Keselowski. You have Chase Briscoe in the 14 and Tyler Reddick in the 8. Then running out the top 20 is Austin Cindric in the 2 and Christopher Bell in the 20. You have Bubba Wallace and Corey LaJoie behind them with Cole Custer and Eric Almirola, SHR teammates. They have Austin Dillon and Noah Gragson. Behind them is Kaz Grala and first time start in the series, Josh Bilicki in the 77. Then you have Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez, like I just mentioned, starting at the tail end of the field for failing pre-race inspection. Today's event is going to be 12 laps with 30 cars in the field. Then you have Harrison Burton, like I said, on pole, first time on pole in his 3rd start. Then you have 2.5-mile racetrack with 9.2 degrees of banking. It's overcast here today, not very warm, so the track's going to have some decent grip to it. And these guys are going to be flying with these very wide race cars, very wide racing tires on these race cars. The cars are rolling off. We're getting ready to go. 30 cars is the field. We got 12 laps here for these guys to try to settle it out and figure out who's going to win this one and take home the trophy and who's going to have a better shot at getting the championship here today or here this year in the MISCRAFT Cup Series. And let's go ahead and get right down to it. It's going to be a good one. Here we come. Off turn number 4. Green flag is in the air for Harrison Burton. Through turns 1 and 2, Harrison Burton gets away with the lead. Kyle Larson is 2nd. They're side by side for 3rd. Byron to the inside of Kyle Busch, who started 2nd in this race. But now he's going to get back to the inside of that 24 car. In turn number 3, going to try to take back that 3rd spot. But up front, it's Harrison Burton, rookie Harrison Burton, leading lap number 1 here today. But he's got a lot of pressure from Kyle Larson, who puts the bumper to 2 in turn number 1. On the back straightaway, Larson will be the leader over Harrison Burton. Top 4 are single file. Here's the first side-by-side battle. Kurt Busch on the front end of the 47 to 10. Now here comes Chase Elliott trying to go 3 wide to the inside. And he'll make that move work into turn number 3. One of the front straight. Oh, there's more contact in the back. Christopher Bell puts the bumper to the 1 at Ross Chastain. If you remember, they had a lot of contact towards the end of the Blizzard Town race just a few weeks ago. But back up front, here comes Kyle Busch, making up another spot, trying to get back to 2nd position here on Harrison Burton, who started 1st. And now as I come to complete lap number 3, it's the Kyle and Kyle show up front. Larson leads. Busch is 2nd. Harrison Burton is 3rd. Then it's William Byron, who spins in turn number 1. Oh, the tire lets loose on the 24 car in turn 1. And that causes massive, massive trouble for the 24 car. He'll be the first exit of this race. Yellow flag is out. Let's see what happened here heading into turn number 1. Tire wear we knew was going to be a problem in this race. And it looks like it just goes out heading into turn number 1. Right in front of his teammate Chase Elliott. I don't think there were any precursors to this incident. The car just simply couldn't handle it. Maybe the tire pressures were too low or ran over some debris or something early on. But tough luck. Very abnormal for these race cars to blow tires out on lap number 3 here. Tough luck for the 24 car. And he'll be the first exit of this race. We're going to restart on lap number 6 here today at Indianapolis Motor Speedway without William Byron. But it will be Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson on the front row leading us back to the green flag. Just halfway through this race now on this restart we will be. And we'll see what these guys will be able to do. Coming back up through the gears. Off turn number 4. Green flag is back on the air for Kyle Larson. Once again, Kyle Busch is not getting a very good restart on the outside lane. Here comes Harrison Burton to the inside of Kyle Larson. Oh, there's contact. Burns up to the outside wall. It's the big one on the back straightaway. Kyle Larson's involved. Chris Buescher's there. Kyle Busch, Harrison Burton, your pole sitter, Harvick, Elliott, Kurt Busch, and others. A massive crash in the backstretch here at Indianapolis. And we're under the red flag here for the first time today. Right off the restart, just past halfway. Harrison Burton was doing so well in his event here, in his first time on pole here today. And it's not looking like it's going to go very well for him to end out this one here today at Indianapolis. Let's see what happened here heading off of turn number 2. Harrison Burton went to the inside and just didn't have enough room to get to the inside of Larson, and he slid, trying to save that race car, but it just wasn't enough. He shot back to the right back into the path of Kyle Busch. Chase Elliott, Kurt Busch is back there as well. You see Chris Buescher just barely get tagged right there towards the end as well. And luckily, everyone was able to get through a small gap between Larson and Kyle Busch's team. Just, man, let's see the 21 car pick up and start spinning around and then clip the 17 of Chris Buescher. Tough luck for those guys right there. A lot of good race cars. Is going to change the complexity of the field towards the front here, and we'll see what this is going to do for the rest of the race here today. But we will restart this race on lap number 8 of 12. 5 laps will remain here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Denny Hamlin will be leading with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to his outside, and we'll see how this is going to work out for them. 2.5-mile racetrack. Who's going to be able to get it done here today? Tame this massive racetrack. We're about to find out. Back through the gears they go. Green flags back in the air for Denny Hamlin on the front row. And once again, that outside lane does not get going very well. Here comes Truex now to try to get clear for a second. He's going to do that out of the back straightaway. They're going to go 3 wide, though. Here comes Alex Bowman to the inside of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Ryan Blaney back to turn number 3. He'll be in 3rd spot now, chasing after the Joe Gibbs Racing Machines onto the front straightaway. Now it's 4 laps to go. Denny Hamlin leads. He's got the number 19 of Martin Truex Jr. all over his back bumper coming off of turn number 2. Hamlin with the lead. Truex now into the back straightaway for 2nd with Alex Bowman in his mirrors for 3rd. And at turn number 3, here's Denny Hamlin with the point. He's still trying to hold off the number 19 of Martin Truex Jr. on the front straightaway with a side-by-side for 4th, it looks like, with Blake. Oh, there's more contact. There goes Daniel Suarez on the outside wall with Austin Dillon collected as well. And we're back under the yellow flag here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. A hard lick once again for the 99 of Suarez. Your Daytona 500 winner on the inside. Looked just like what Harrison Burton had just a moment ago. On the inside of another car, and the back end steps out. And nowhere to go for the 3 of Austin Dillon. Tough luck for him. Nowhere he could go. Man, just a big hit right there for the 3 and the 99 cars. And they will be out of the race as well. And that puts the total up to 10 cars out of this race here at Indianapolis. We come down to the restart. We will be in overtime. 2 laps will remain here today in Indianapolis. Green flags back in the air. Denny Hamlin gets away with the lead. Here comes Bowman to try to take away 2nd from Martin Truex Jr. on the back straightaway. He'll do just that. Now he sets his sights on the FedEx Camry. Back to turn number 3. Bumper to bumper for the lead. Coming onto the front straightaway. White flag in the air. Hamlin gets loose. Here comes Bowman to the inside. Dead even at the stripe. Bowman with the point now. The little bit of contact. Hamlin back to the inside. Side by side. Dead even off of turn number 2. Here comes Bowman crossing back over to the inside for the lead. What will Hamlin do in turns 3 and 4? White flag coming to the checkered flag now off turn number 4. Bowman with the point. Here comes Hamlin to the inside. They make contact coming down the line, but it's Alex Bowman going to win here at Indianapolis. Alex Bowman gets it done here with just 20 cars to battle for it. Off of turn number 2 right here, you can see the 48 just barely got clear of the 19. That helped him get to the 11 car. Coming to the white flag, and they made contact all the way throughout the final 2.5 miles of this racetrack. And it was Denny Hamlin falling out just short here onto the front straightaway. In just a moment, you're going to see Alex Bowman try to put on a late block on the 11 car. Good on these guys to not wreck coming to the checkered flag, but Alex Bowman wins, and he'll get to kiss the bricks here in Indianapolis and burn it down on the front straightaway. What a great race for the 48 of Alex Bowman. Made a couple 3-wide moves and was able to get it done. And Denny Hamlin oh so close once again to winning here in the Miscraft Cup Series. Take a look at the race results. Alex Bowman finished out on top. Hamlin in 2nd, Truex 3rd, Blaney in 4th. Another quiet top 5 for him. Same for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. A solid run for him as well. When we take a look towards the tail end of the race results here, you're going to see a lot of wrecked race cars stemming from Austin Dillon all the way down to William Byron. A lot of hard crashes here today, especially with the big one, and also the incident with Austin Dillon and Daniel Suarez. Some big hits. Everyone has been released from the care center, but let's go and take a look at the standings, though. We've got Ryan Blaney up on top with Alex Bowman back behind him. Blaney, if you recall, is a Miscraft Cup Series champion of season number 4. But Bowman, Logano, those two behind him have not won a championship yet. So will they be contenders to get themselves their first title here this season? Well, we're going to have to find out. Thank you all for watching here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the 7th race of the season. We've got 3 more races left in season number 8, and the tracks have been set, but we're not quite sure on the schedule yet. The next race will either be the LA Coliseum or the Atlanta Motor Speedway, so prepare for that. And then the finale will be at the Martinsville Speedway up in Virginia, so gonna be a good season to finish out here, the Miscraft Cup Series. We'll see you the next race, whatever it may be, Atlanta or LA. 2 completely different sides of the country, but hey, those guys are going to battle for it if they want to have a shot at the championship. And until then, we'll see you next time.